Hello, today we're going to make this cheeky little chick. It's part of my Easter Bunting series. Part 2, if you just carry on the playlist after this, is to make this cutesy bunny, and part 3 is to make the embroidered egg, and they all join together and make a bunting. You can make as many as you like out of scrap yarn or you can get my kit, which is on my website. It's the Easter Bunting. You'll get the eyes included. It's got a couple of eyes here, and you'll get a darning needle, you'll get a hook. So we're going to start today with a 4mm hook, and I've got some yellow crochet cotton and some orange. So grab your things, grab a cuppa if you need to, and this makes a beautiful little bunting for an Easter egg hunt, or pop it in the house for Easter celebrations. So the first thing we're going to do is, using your yellow, make 4 chain. And then we're going to join those to make a circle. So join it into the first chain, and we're going to make a little circle. Now into that circle for round 1, we're going to make 9 double crochets. So I do work in UK terms, but I'll try and translate when I can and when I remember. So do your little 1 chain, and then into this circle 9 double crochets, which in American is a single crochet. So you take your yarn, you hook into the circle, catch hold, pull through, yarn round, pull through. So that's 2. So we're going to continue round. You might have to squidge them round. That's 3. Try not to work too tightly, although you do want a dense fabric at the end, but we've got 8, and then we've got 9. Okay, and then we're going to join into that first double crochet at the beginning, and that is the middle of the chick's tummy. So what we need to do for round 2 is 1 chain and then 2 double crochets in each stitch all the way around. So you should end up at this end of this round with 18 stitches. That's 1, 2. If you decide to buy the kit, I do include stitch markers as well, because if you're a beginner, sometimes it's hard to find the beginning of your round. Well, sometimes it is for me as well. So 2 double crochets into each stitch, and this is a basic increase. So just a few more to do, and double check as you go around that you've got 18. The way to count your stitches, if you're not sure, is just check these little V's at the top, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. They're quite easy to double check and count, unless somebody interrupts you. Okay, I've got 2 more to do into that last stitch. I'm really hoping the scrag end of my yellow is enough. I'm sure it will be. Okay, so, and then we're going to join to that first double crochet there, and that is the end of round 2. So, round 3. So we're still increasing, and we're going to make 1 little chain. This takes us up, and then we're going to do 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and then 2 into the next, and that sets the pattern. So as your work gets bigger, you don't quite need the density of 2 and 2 and 2, so you go 1 and then 2. So 1 and 2. Now, this might be a good time to tell you about my other socials. Oh, I'm really trying hard to grow the channel. If you could subscribe, I would appreciate it so much. I've got so many crochet patterns that I need to share. So subscribing, liking, commenting will help my tiny channel. And I've also got an Instagram at the Crochet Web, and I've also got a website where you can buy the kits with everything included. The link to that is in the description. So we're more than halfway around. Okay, so your pattern should be 1 and then 2 into each stitch as you go around, and then I'm going to just join into that last stitch, sorry, the first stitch of that round. So that is now the same size as the chick's stomach, tummy, belly, I don't like that word. So what we do now, sorry, I've got a frog in my throat, is we go on to work the tail. So we do, to make the tail, we're going to make 7 chains. And then we're going to taper our stitches. So we're going to do a double crochet into the second chain from the hook, and then we're going to do a half treble, which is a half double crochet in American. So you go around and then in, catch hold and pull through all 3 stitches at once. So that's again a half treble So you go in, pull through, round and pull through, and then a treble into each of the next two. That's one treble, and that's two. Can you see how your stitches are getting bigger, creating that shape? And then into this last stitch you're going to do a double treble, which is yarn round twice, in you go, catch hold. So you've got 4, hard to see with the cotton. Oh, look at this, look at this. Yarn round, pull through 2, yarn round through 2, yarn round and through those last 2. And then what you do to join it is you count 1, 2, 3, 4, and into that 5th one we just do a slip stitch, and that, now if I wasn't on video I'd go back and get rid of that and do it again, but I'll continue seeing as you are here. So what we need to do now is slip stitch into the next 4 stitches. And then that takes us to this bit here. Now this bit is so clever how it's made. So into this next, sorry, you're going to miss 2, totally miss them, and then into this 3rd one you're going to do a treble, which is a double crochet in American. So you're going to do 1 treble, and it feels like you're really stretching, but it actually works out lovely. And then you're going to make 6 more trebles into that